YouTube, what's going on? Back with another video. And today we got Antonio Talks. Title of the video is Streamer Keeps Disrespecting Black Americans. Now, I know the video is about Plaque Max. How he's disrespecting Black Americans, I don't know. But before we get into the video, do me a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that good YouTube stuff. Yeah, let's get into it.
So if you tune into my videos on the regular, y'all know I don't really like to involve myself in these diaspora wars between other melanated people. I believe in the sentiment that I'm every. Instead, my strategy is to attack white supremacy. The reason I even made my channels was because I seen a influx of all of these white men with huge platforms that was being openly racist towards black people. Think of Charlie Kirk before he got popped, Matt Walsh, Steven Crowder, Nick Fuentes, all of these big ass, conservative pages of white men that was openly racist. I was like, hell no, we need to get on their ass. So I made my channels to primarily attack white supremacy. And I feel like the more that I do that and the more that we do that, everything else will fall in line. And the thing about these diasporas between my melanated people, that's what they would want us to do. I think of it in the sense of someone like 50 Cent. He only comes at other black men, but he would never step toe to toe with a white person. I would love to see 50 Cent troll Elon Musk the way he do all these other black men. But the thing is, he would never do it, bro, because of the power dynamic. And he know his place. He would never disrespect another white man. With that being said, though, I have been seeing a uptake of the disrespect of black Americans. There was a video with the Haitian lady. She was calling black Americans dirty. I skipped past that. I was coming across a lot of videos of Africans talking about us, and I was like, I'm gonna just let these slide. I'm gonna let them slide. But yesterday I came across a tweet of a huge streamer that, had this to say about black Americans, and I couldn't take it no more.
Bro, everyone wanna be from
Antonio, you telling me your breaking point was a streamer? You let all that other BS slide, but he was your breaking point? Come on, bro.
somewhere, bro. Everyone wants to be from somewhere, bro. We all want a place to belong. Imagine growing up with no culture, gang. I grew up with no culture. Bro.
This is a streamer named Plaque Max. He said he grew up having no culture. I believe he's a black American. He has 2 African American parents. This is very ignorant of him to say. Okay, I don't want to attack him. I just want to kind of educate him. Just looking at him, he is a tip.
You may not want to attack him. Other people will. Like myself. He's an idiot. He's a young idiot, and he's ignorant. Let's be honest. He's a young, dumb streamer, and he don't know what he's talking about. How you talking about you don't got culture while perpetuating the culture that you're in? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, don't he make music? Don't he make hip-hop music? What is he talking about? Right? The way he dressed, the way he talk, the food he eat, his vernacular. He's just young and dumb.
Black American man. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture, whether you want to admit it or not. The way we dress, the way we cut our hair, the way we style ourselves, that is a part of the culture. Max has a high taper, temp fade. You know what I'm saying? These are black American things, right? The way he has his afro, involving himself in the whole rap game, the way you talk, that slang that you're using while you speak, that is a part of the culture, Max. Crazy thing about it, y'all, this man Max literally, I think a day ago as well, went to China, right? He went to China to do a live stream, and you had Chinese people there acting like black Americans, bro. Just take a look at this shit.
No cap, before we get into this section of the video, I made a video, right, the other day about Japanese people in Tokyo. There was literally people in Tokyo with dreads. Like, there was this one lady, she had like her, I guess her hair puffy, like, or kinky, right? And it was like deliberate, like she deliberately made her hair a certain texture, you know what I mean? Like, she went to a shop to get it like puffy and like kinky and stuff like that, and she was just wearing it like her hair out, like it wasn't like braided or anything like that. And then there was another girl that literally had extensions in her hair and was like braided, like, like, I don't even know the hairstyles. It was like blonde extensions, and like they were dressing like black people. It was this one dude, he was throwing up gang signs. Like, you would have thought he was blood. He literally was twisting his fingers, and I'm like, what? And his name was like Slime something. I'm like, yo, the only reason why I didn't put the video out is because, like, I had put my face over like the subtitles, so you couldn't really even see like what the people were saying in the video. So I was like, kind of had to trash the video. But literally, I made a video about this specific topic the other day. Crazy.
Video right here is crazy, right? So this is a stream from him in China. Look at this.
Yo, this is wild.
Like, I don't mind when people, you know, dress like Black Americans, but it's like when people like say dumb shit like him, and then you see this, bro. You see how influential we are, right? Look at him. Look what he has on. Look what he has on. Look what she has on. Look what they're doing.
Look at the hand movements. Look at the way they moving. Like, look at homie in the back with the black shirt. Like, but look at shorty with the red hair. She looked like a black girl, just Asian. You know what I mean? Like Asian version. And the video I made the other day, it was another dude that just kept doing this in the video. And I'm like, he don't even know what that is. And then shorty right here, she doing all the hand movements like this. Like, shit is wild. And the thing that was tripping me out, and the reason why I made the video, was because there's a lot of racism in these Asian countries. But yet, you know, their kids are growing up idolizing and wanting to be like Black American kids. And the shit is just, it's like a crazy like pattern that you see in a lot of cultures, but mainly it's a weird pattern, because when you have a society that's like really racist, but the kids grow up idolizing, you know, the group of people that society has made to be looked at as like, you know, bad or whatever. It's just a weird dynamic. You know what I mean?
And he's just sitting bobbing his dumb ass head. I don't. It's this type of stuff infuriates me, bro. Y'all got, like, you have a platform, bro. You can't be coming on here saying dumb shit like that. We have no culture. Look at the culture. These people embrace the culture.
I hate to keep pausing it, but what is this? Why he doing this? They don't, from my knowledge, they're not allowed to have guns out there. I don't even know if it's like a epidemic of like a gun culture out there, anything like that. What is he doing all this for? The hand movements. Like, I literally believe that they sit down and watch videos and just emulate Black people and see what Black people are doing in the videos. You know what I mean? There's even people in Africa that do the same thing. They dress like us and they do all the hand movements and all the weird shit. They kind of, I hate to say they get a pass, but because they Black, but it's like they, you know, they copy what they see, and not knowing what's behind the shit that they doing.
Really just a prime example of, like, bro, you can mock Black culture and get so far, but when Black people do it, it's never acknowledged. Oh, bro, we have, like, I understand the frustration, bro. I truly do. Now let's bring up Castanet, right? He is another streamer, and he has something similar to say like this about Black Americans, but this was like 2 years ago, you know, not to try to give him grace, but it was an older clip just for context.
All my mods who are not cultured at all, stop riding. I don't want to hear, like, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all niggas. Stop riding. Niggas is Black. You're Black. You're just Black. You're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it. How was that see you in 30? That wasn't an insult. That was strictly, you're Black. You're not Trinidadian. You're not Jamaican. You're not African. You're not. Word.
Yeah, this nigga
You're not
tweaking.
Ghanaian. You're not Dominican. You're not Puerto Rican.
So essentially,
not
he's
Cuban.
saying all of those things are better than being Black Americans. That's what he's saying without saying it, which is crazy to me.
And clearly this was an old clip. And Kai's trying to better. I see he's trying to better himself. And I remember when this came out, he had got a lot of backlash. And then he, you know, people had schooled him. He was like, oh, you right. You know what I mean? All this other goofy shit. Hopefully, you know, all the books he's reading he's really educating himself and becoming a better person. And it's not just like, you know, performative, and he's not doing it for, you know, clicks and views. I know I have my own personal opinion about that, but you know.
Anybody that say Black Americans don't got no culture, you are 100% absolutely wrong. Listen, every single race took something from the Black American culture.
See? And Duke is older. Duke is the oldest one out of AMP. And it's like, when you in that age group, you have more common sense. Duke is in his 30s. I'm in my 30s, right? when you come from a certain, age bracket, you just have more we was raised different, you know what I mean? We was raised different. And Duke just knows better. He's not ignorant to a lot of the facts. Whereas these young streamers, they just get on here and just say a bunch of wild, dumb shit. Shit that don't make no sense.
Say it again. Say it again. Hey, big shout out to Duke too, man. Me and Duke go way back. We both from the 2K community, right? Both from South Carolina. That's my dog, man. Duke, me and Duke day ones. I watched this man grow from 0 to the million subscribers that he has today, bro, and vice versa, man. Shout out to Duke. That's my dog.
Culture yet nobody want to give us credit when credit is due. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to act like we ain't got no culture. Whole time, we one of the most influential people ever. Bro.
Tell them
Black
again.
people, and I'm really talking about Black Americans.
And that's the wild part. How you gonna sit up there and tell a whole group of people that they don't have culture while emulating the culture that they've created? How that makes sense? How does that make sense?
Some of the most influential, I'm talking about from music, fashion, food, hairstyle, man, everything,
on,
bro.
bruh.
Everybody got
The way we rock our fucking the shiesties and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so, you know what, bro? It's so much influence, but people never want to give the credit where the credit is due, right? But you want to use it and then be like, no, we all made this shit. No, bro. Come on, man. Let's just keep it respectful, bro. There's nothing wrong with admitting where shit come from.
They're talking about Black Americans don't got no culture. Come on now. Come on, man. Even got them over there in China, Japan. They
We just seen old Black Boy Max stream, right?
be trying to goddamn imitate what we do over here. I seen a Chinese nigga. Man.
With the dreads.
Man, everybody be copying shit we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if you really pay attention to a nigga, the whole world be copying Black American culture.
That's a fact.
I promise you, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
Come
You
on.
know what I'm saying? Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, act like us, talk like us, you know what I'm saying, make music like us, wear what we wear. But when it comes to actually accepting the title,
I don't care about folks rocking the style, but you gotta get a respect where the respect is due. You can't be out here dressing like us, talking like us, walking like us, and then disrespecting us. That's my thing, right? So
everybody always say some crazy shit like, nah, I ain't
I know
black.
black- I
My
know black.
family is from this place, that place. Hey, do your research, bro. Start really paying attention, bro.
African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture. It depends on who you meet, where you meet them. 2 value systems in the African American culture. Name 2 taboos in the African American culture system. Name 2 traditions, by the way, in the African American.
All the things that this African is saying has an answer to. But he was saying as if there wasn't an answer to him, like he was being pompous, like name this, name that, and everything he was naming that there's an answer to, right? But because it's not traditional to him and his culture, he shuns it, or he's frowning down on it. It's the weirdest obsession. It's almost like the obsession that certain white people have with black Americans. Like they can't keep black Americans' names out their mouth. We're always on their brains. We're always on their minds. Other black people also sometimes have that problem, whereas we're just the topic of discussion for no reason. For no reason. It's like why is envy? It's only envy. And then they get mad and say a bunch of hateful and mean things. That this is where the diaspora war starts, right? Black Americans were minding their business, right? From my knowledge. Then it started with the UK people. Certain black UK people were saying just like weird left off the wall bullshit about black Americans, unprovoked. And I think that's where it started. And then you had Africans coming out. And then you had people from the Caribbean coming out. And I'm not saying all people from the diaspora was feeling this way. It was just, certain particular people, but it's starting to ramp up. You're starting to see it more and more and more and more. Different people coming out saying disrespectful things about black Americans for no reason. And black Americans, like, Antonio said, was just, ignoring it. And then it got to a boiling point where people were just like, all right, enough is enough. Now we about to put you in your place and really give you facts. And really make you understand, what's real.
Culture system. You have no culture. Nancy, you've been here, born here. Why would you be surprised if I say African Americans don't have a culture? What, twerking?
Seen several videos from this interview this morning with Frank Zanu, and while seemingly educated and has some interesting points of view, is spewing lots of white supremacist ideas of blackness and colonialism. He particularly hones in on Black Americans and Haitians, and as you can imagine, I was all ears on both sides of this combo. What's worse is the women having the conversation with him didn't have the bandwidth or capacity to speak on these topics. And if
Yeah, because she just looked at dumbfounded like,
one thing that really grinds my gears is people who paint broad strokes and completely leave out the historical nuance and geopolitics that are crucial, especially when discussing anyone in the diaspora's history, culture, language, and current socioeconomic positioning in the modern world post-colonialism. To say that Black Americans have no culture boldly is to admit publicly that you're unqualified to continue
Literally.
your conversation. He is correct that there is no one singular unified Black American culture. That would be similar to you saying all of West Africa has a singular culture, because America is comparable to a continent size-wise. Black American culture is American culture, which is consumed globally and emulated globally,
Right.
but not able to ascertain which aspects of that culture are Black. Furthermore, the bastardization of that culture that America exports. Prime example.
Hey, look, yep.
see, I was just talking about it. They in Africa dressed like Black Americans. What? As I'm looking, I know one dude has on Timberlands, but the dude with the jersey, I think those are Air Force Ones, but they so dirty. I can't tell if that's the natural color or if they just dirt color. But either way, they dress like African Americans. They trying to move like African Americans. You know what I mean? Crazy.
We have
Hey,
to discuss the socialization of anti-Black sentiment throughout the diaspora when it comes to America, and that's seen from educators down to laymen, and this man appears to be no different. Because according to you, twerking is not a valid part of African American culture, even though it comes from your culture and our ancestors. So why is this dance considered traditional and cultural for you, but twerking for us couldn't be a part of African American culture? Black American culture is unique and has developed in America over the last 400 years. Black spirituality and worship in the Black church has been a central and vital institution
even
of
though
Black
I don't
American
really
life,
agree with it,
acting
but
as a hub for
yeah.
community, social justice, and spiritual support. Religion has provided a source of strength and hope in face of a systemic oppression.
The Black church is a cult. I said it.
Which is where a lot of our traditions stem from. Black American spirituality, Louisiana voodoo, and hoodoo, which developed from the Middle Passage and thrived during our time here on the plantation, is a direct result of our African origins coupled with our new existence here in America, which is no different than Santeria in Cuba, DR, PR. If you're in America, there's a difference between a Black funeral, Black wedding, Black church, Black christening, Black palm, versus white versions of these. These are
Literally.
our traditions.
Literally,
And
even the
this is
prom
what we
culture. I
developed
forgot
here.
about prom culture.
Even jumping the broom when you get married, that's a Black American thing. You know, Black slaves, you know, couldn't have traditional weddings back in the day to, you know, signify, you know, the marriage. They would jump over the broom. So, and once we got, you know, we were able to have actual traditional weddings, we would still implement jumping over the broom.
We, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to talk down on prom culture, the way we get fly with it. You know what I'm saying? We do all that. That's Black culture. You know what I'm saying? So many of these things are, and you don't realize it, bro.
Same things that you attribute to any other African or Latin American culture, these parts of our culture are just not exported to the world, so you don't think they exist. Soul food, which can be traced back to the culinary practices of enslaved Africans in the American South, blending African traditions with European techniques, inspiration from the natives, and ingredients and cooking methods available during
Okay, I'm about to
slavery.
show you how to
It's
make some
unique to
banana
Black
collard
Americans, and it
greens.
varies by region, same as food varies by any region anywhere in the world. Our value systems are family and community. We have collectivistic
Cookouts.
values, placing a strong emphasis on family closeness, community bonding, and solidarity is a core value in most, if not all, Black American communities. Children are often raised to show great respect for their elders, seeking
Literally.
guidance and reverence as they age and as we mature. art, which is the most exported and marketed part of our culture. From the Harlem Renaissance to today, Black Americans have made immense contributions to the art. For example, literature, writers like Langston Hughes define the Harlem Renaissance. Visual art, dances, our music, which have been consumed globally for the last century. Every
Like,
popular genre of music
spitting,
we've
bro.
created: blues, jazz, hip hop, praise and worship, gospel, rock and roll, and country are all Black American culture. Clothing and style are Black American culture, street style, hip hop style. And you say about our language, we have AAVE, we have Gullah Geechee, we have Creole. People speak differently in Texarkana, people speak differently in South Carolina versus the North versus the Midwest.
Hell yeah.
America is this roughly the size of Europe. But to say America and Black Americans have no culture is not only lazy, it's playing into the trope that we are the lost Africans,
Literally.
and also lends itself to they don't know where they come from.
Shout out to this brother, man. He do amazing breakdowns, very intellectually, okay, man. He know what he talking about. Show him some love. But that's it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm every nigga, right? I don't.
That was crazy. That's the end of the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Shout out to Antonio Talks. Yeah, hopefully, you know, Antonio, you know, you basically don't let things slide anymore. You know what I mean? We passed that era where we letting things slide. You know, you see some disrespect, you know, you got to address it. You know what I mean? Don't wait till a streamer, you know, says something crazy and then you're like, all right, that's the final straw. Nah, you gotta, you know, you gotta put everybody in their place, you know? But other than that, y'all let me know what y'all think about the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.